Hey there. If you've been watching my videos lately, you know that I am in the midst of learning to and actually practicing on a daily basis, embracing, thriving mindfully with death, loss, and grief. And I am the daughter of Teresa B. Garton Leak, who is now my loving, wise, and well ancestor, my mother. And she made her ascension to ancestorhood on July 9th of 2023, and I was right there with her as her spiritual midwife. And so it is the full moon in Leo, January 25th, 2024, and I celebrated the full moon with a slumber party, which is why I'm snuggling in my cozy bed. And I am wearing one of my favorite lip glosses by Pat McGrath Labs, and it actually is right here, and I love to wear it all year, but especially during the new moon and the full moons. It is, and yes, I do put on gloss sometimes when I have my slumber parties. Something I started during the early days of the pandemic. So this Pat McGrath Labs lip gloss for those lip gloss lovers is called Astral Moonflower Lust Gloss. Who doesn't love that? I know. Anyway, so during tonight's slumber party, I got some divine downloads and I made some art and started a series, who knew, of love letters to death and from death. And so I read the one that I wrote to death, and then this is the one that I got as a divine download. Death wrote a love letter to me. So it reads, Dear Ananda, welcome to the cold moon, the full moon in Leo. It is a blessing that you are choosing to write me love letters during the winter season. It's the perfect season for it. My cousin's loss and grief are jumping for joy. Welcome to our winter communion of sacred reflection and surrender. Your willingness to surrender is the first step. I offer you wisdom that may or may not support you. Use only what resonates with you as you walk your grief journey. Okay, just bear with me. I have to turn the page in my sketchbook. Can you hear it? Okay. So this is page 2. And it says, most of your early years, you were afraid of me. That experience you had when you were a child, watching the people jump up and down, scream, holler, and beat on the coffin of the man in the casket you didn't know, left a lasting impression on your little girl, Puff, and her mind. My nickname is Puff the Magic Dragon, hence Puff. You were 6 or 7 years old, even though your mother Teresa explained that the funeral, explained what was happening at the funeral, where she served as an organist for the service. You couldn't escape your fear of me. Your fear followed you into your teens, your 20s, and your 30s. It prevented you from attending the funerals of some of your loved ones, including your grandfather, John Leonard Leake. 21 years ago, you made a decision to face your fear of me when you attended your best friend Dino's funeral and read his obituary. You took it a step further when you began working as an artist in residence for Smith Center for Healing in the Arts at Howard University Hospital and Walter Reed National Medical Center. Working with cancer, HIV/AIDS, and terminally ill patients and their loved ones at both hospitals for 15 years gave you the tools, understanding, healing, and appreciation for what I truly am. Okay. Bear with me as I turn the page and try to hold the camera all at the same time. All right, back to the letter. All of your experiences, training, and spiritual and personal development work brought you to a place where you could willingly step up and out as your Mother Teresa's spiritual midwife. You were prepared. You were chosen by Creator and your mom, Teresa. You were the divine right person for this sacred act. Now, here are some acronyms I encourage you to read, reflect on, and rest in as you travel your grief journey this year and lifetime. Side note, I know how much you love acronyms. Enjoy. So the first acronym number 1 for death. D, don't try to control, or E, escape me. Allow yourself to feel everything. That's the A. Allow yourself to feel everything. The T is take your own time with your grief journey because you are H, human, and will experience highs, lows, and in-betweens. So I'm going to read that again. Acronym 1 is D, don't try to control, or E, escape me. A, allow yourself to feel everything. T, take your own time with your grief journey because you are H, human, and will experience highs, lows, and in-betweens. So that's acronym number 1 in Death's love letter to me. Okay, moving to acronym number 2 from Death. It says, now this one is all about grief self-care. The D is dwell in the softness as you E, experience waves of emotion. A, allow yourself space to create and use. T, tools that open and take care of your H, heart, spirit, mind, and body. I'm going to read it again. It says, D, dwell in the softness as you E, experience waves of emotion. A, allow yourself space to create and use tools, that's the T, that open and take care of your H, heart, spirit, mind, and body. The third acronym, there's a little side note from Death. It says, the more you surrender in your grief journey, the more you will begin to grow in your understanding and acceptance of me. So acronym 3 is D, divine, E, energy, becomes A, awareness, angels, and ancestors, that T, take up resonance and offer wisdom in your heart. That's the H. I'm going to do that again. Divine energy, that's the D and the E, becomes A, awareness, angels, and ancestors, that T, take up residence and offer wisdom in your H, heart. So those are the 3 acronyms that Death blessed me with in this love letter. It says, I leave you with one question. What kind of relationship do you want to have with me and my cousin's loss and grief. As you move into your 59th year, you go deeper in your second Saturn return and begin to show up in the world as an elder, an ancestral ambassador, a healer, and an artist. Right when and if you are up to it. Love, Death. What a love letter. I'm telling you. Yeah.